thank everyone for coming out today as well. I'll introduce myself again quick. My name is Mitch. I'm the owner of Futuristic Fitness, and I've kept my gym open since about 2020 after the Christmas, so Boxing Day there, when the second provincial-wide lockdown was announced. So I was pretty actually loud in my approach. I think I came right out of the gate, made some videos that went viral. I had Rebel News come in and do an interview with me. And then after that, I was actually pretty proactive in giving notices of liability to the police that kept them out of my establishment. And I took care of kind of the legal aspect pretty proactively. That kept me protected throughout my journey on pushing forward. So I just wanted to quickly actually go over some stories and some insight to provide to you guys of what happened when I was staying open. So during that second provincial-wide lockdown, because I was so loud, I had some very significant people reach out to me. I had nurses call me on my business phone, police, firefighters. Many of them actually came and bought memberships from out of town. Some nurses were giving me information regarding how information is being falsified within their hospitals. Many of the actually a police officer reached out to me personally, a detective that assured me that there are police on our side. There's many of them, and I've had some educated conversations with police as well. So it's not all lost. I mean, there are definitely two sides. I think the goal is trying to kind of all meet in the middle and find a solution together. So yeah, I've been successful in keeping my business open. If anyone needs help as well, maybe listening to this online, or if you guys know anyone who owns a business that needs assistance in moving forward, just like Jamie said, they kind of got to throw the ignorance to the side. There's a lot of things throughout our school system and the media, even a lot of frontmen that people are following that are giving you bad legal advice. Stay away from the Charter of Rights and Freedoms. It's not a good piece of legislation. You go back in history and you find the strong pieces of legislation that make up our democracy, originating from Commerce Law and Merchant Law and forward, and the Bill of Rights is another one that secures our fundamental rights as men and women, okay? Very important. And I guess I can also touch on my next action. So I'm working together with Stanford, and we've put together an amazing document, and we're going to be really shooting it out widespread. It's going to be a notice of liability. There's a lot floating around. I've seen a lot online notices of liability. They're 1 or 2 pages. They cite the Charter of Rights and Freedoms. They're not something you want to use. It's not a strong tool. My tool is going to be very strong. It's going to give you the power to remove medical procedures that are being forced through criminal law, so the criminal code that protects us under informed consent, as Jane was mentioning before. It's going to have some very strong legal provisions, and it's going to give you the power to bring your freedom back. I'll give you some examples of where you can use this and some initiatives that I'm getting ready to share. So the schools within my area, Wellington County, we're going to be challenging principals to bring back normalcy into our schools. We're going to be actually handing this to the mayor, where we're going to be challenging the mayor not to take part in any enforcement or actually implementing of these actual medical procedures. Even we're going to go as far as Doug Ford, okay? And Jane touched on it before. This happens by everyone getting on board. I can do the research, I can make the tools up, but it's everyone that needs to come together in executing this, okay? We're ready. The police, many of the police are on our side. Many of the healthcare professionals are on our side. And the more they push, the more power we have. It's about bringing our power back and moving forward with these actions together. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Keep a track of Stanford Eve. Keep an eye on the website. We're going to be providing you with more and more tools as we move forward and continuing to provide the insight. Thanks today, guys. Cheers.